Hello, this is Total Transparency, and I'm here for my very first Testosterone Tuesday. The point of this series is to the whole channel is documenting my transition, socially, psychologically, physically, every aspect of it. But two Tuesdays ago is when I first started testosterone gel, androgel. So, it seemed kind of appropriate to do updates on this day. And honestly, it's just kind of a catchy name. I mean, who can go wrong with Testosterone Tuesdays? So, today Sorry, cats in the background playing with a bag. Hi, babies. Yes, I have 4 of them. Anywho, today I kind of wanted to talk about something a little bit more on the social and psychological side. I've kind of gone over my most recent physical symptoms. I won't go over the TMI ones, maybe in a later video. But, got a little bit more facial hair. I color it in with a mascara stick, actually, because I'm actually a natural blonde. I mean, totally an ungoth confession, but total transparency, right? So, I've been gaining more facial hair, lots and lots of acne, sweating. My shoulders are about as broad as my hips now. My facial structures has changed, and I'm gaining weight but losing inches off my waist. So those are some of the primary changes, minus the TMI stuff. But anywho, today I kind of wanted to talk about something social. Because as I mentioned before, transitioning isn't just taking a drug and going through a puberty. It's a lot more than that, really. There are changes socially, there are changes psychologically, and today was kind of eye-opening for me. Since starting T and going for all these changes and seeing the world change, things are just different. I'm viewing the world completely differently now that I'm getting actual tried and tested medical treatments and things that, actually work, unlike conversion therapy camps and praying. I'll tackle that in a later video, but specifically, I really noticed it as I was going about the mall to grab a new t-shirt. First time I have ever worn collar in 16 years, so that's a huge step. Not that I have to. I mean, I'm always going to be inflexible, but I just thought it looked good. So, I was going to pick out a couple things from the mall because I felt like I deserved it. I noticed a lot. West Virginia's, I'll just say it, it's kind of ass backwards. The world I grew up in was very different. It was post-Columbine. Hey, Casper. It was the post-Columbine era. The satanic panic never really ended here. Religion was something you got beaten up for, and if you weren't Christian, you were out. If you were gay, you were out. Heaven forbid if you're a trans kid. So everything that ever got me beaten up, spat upon, was actually okay today. I went to the bookstore, there's all kinds of occult stuff, even my own flavor. Hell, it's weird to see the Satanic Bible as a bestseller and on display. Having copies is something that means a lot to you, that aren't graffitied in. That's really big. Being able to go into a place and see your religion portrayed in pop culture, not always the best way, but it's something. And it's not the Geraldo Rivera special either. Hope you don't know what I'm talking about, but if you do, Google it. It's depressing but interesting. So it feels nice to go out in places, not get stared at constantly, to be able to use the bathroom in public and have nobody think twice, to be called sir, and to be the goth guy too. People congratulated me on 2 weeks of tea today. Strangers waved hi. I don't know, it was big for me. So just feeling normal, feeling okay, going a day without suicidal ideation or anxiety or extreme depression because of my place in the world, so to speak. Just not having those things for just a day, even, that's opened up my world. I don't blame myself for getting sick anymore. If you were to live with gender dysphoria in a culture that did not like you, how would you feel? How would you react? What if that went on for 26 years? I mean, shit, I'm one of the highest self-harm risks of any demographic. I mean, being an aspie, goth, Satanist, and trans in the middle of West Virginia is kind of like smoking a cigarette near a gasoline pump. Or building a house on the San Andreas Fault. It happens. But I don't know. It's just, I got used to being in danger all the time, not knowing if the next breakdown was going to come through tomorrow, where a good day was hospital worthy. And not having that depression and that anxiety, it's like being colorblind and seeing color for the first time. It's so beautiful to be healthy, to not be afraid anymore, to go out in public, not scan the room, seeing what person is staring longest and who's gonna beat you up today. It feels good to not have to drive all the way down to the next gas station 5 miles up and hope that no guys are in the restroom that are going to hurt you. It's nice to be a part of an official religious group. It's the things people take for granted. Just simple comfort or having the ability to socialize with people just like you. It's everything. I'm not going to have a pity party because ultimately we're all standing knee deep in shit. I'd rather dig someone out than say, hey, my shit's deeper than yours. I mean, sure, some people do have it worse, but I really wish people knew. Cisgender people, anybody who's a part of a very privileged group of individuals, I wish you knew what it was like for a day to not have any of the things you take for granted. It teaches you, it changes you. So, just feeling all of those things are one of the most important parts of my transition thus far. The ability to be healthy, to grow up, to move on, to stop cowering in fear of the past and embrace society on its own terms now that it has grown up. That's how I'm transitioning today. And that is pretty awesome. So anyways, I kind of just wanted to talk about the social aspects and all the changes I'm going through and how exciting they all are and freeing and even scary at times. So anyways, this has been Total Transparency. Peace out.